Okay, good morning again. On behalf of the National Weather Service in Raleigh, this is Nick Petro with your weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina. This is our routine briefing, our routine Thursday late week briefing covering the period today through next Wednesday through the 22nd of April. All right, let's just jump right into the weather pattern here. We've got high pressure over us. It's kind of a cool high pressure. And of course, some folks had some frost this morning. And looking for another round of frost, patchy frost tonight. So chilly again tonight, some patchy frost possible. Be careful, obviously, with newly planted gardens and that sort of stuff. Feel free to cover those or take whatever protective actions you normally do to protect from frost tonight. Of course, we're going to have dry weather today through Friday. So our biggest impact, again, is the chilly temperatures and patchy frost tonight. The next chance for rain will come on Saturday in the form of a frontal passage. Not really looking for a whole lot of rain with this particular system. There's not a lot of moisture pulling ahead of it. But as always, it is April, so we can't rule out an isolated severe thunderstorm. But in this case, it looks like it's going to be mainly best chances for those storms will be mainly from the north, to the north rather, and east from Raleigh, north and eastward Saturday afternoon. Not expecting anything like we had on Monday morning. Okay, so nothing like Monday morning. This will be very isolated instead, if there even are any. Okay, but again, anytime there's a chance for rain and thunderstorms in April, we have to always be aware of the risk for severe storms. All right, so then after that system passes, there'll be a very brief period of dry weather Saturday night through early Sunday, and then rain chances will quickly increase again late Sunday through Monday as a low pressure system tracks northeast across the Carolinas, and that's depicted in the box in the lower left. I always get a little nervous anytime we have low pressure tracking across the Carolinas because as the low, typically to the east and south of that low, oftentimes we see a risk for severe weather, and this will be no different. The only thing is it looks like that low track is going to be just to the south, or maybe right along into the south of central North Carolina. That puts us more on the heavy, steadier rain side. And north of that boundary, north of the low track, is where it would be more stable, so less chances for thunderstorms. But along that front and to the south of it is where you would have a risk for severe thunderstorms. It looks like right now that risk is going to be mainly to our south for severe storms. Obviously, we're going to keep an eye on it, and if things change, we'll let you know. But I think our biggest threat with this system early next week will be heavy downpours, and so we'll have to, again, we'll be keeping an eye on things. If the low ends up tracking more to our west, that puts us more on the severe thunderstorm side of things. Okay, so we'll keep you updated if things change, but right now looks like the best risk for severe weather with that system will be to our south. Okay, so then once that system passes, dry weather Tuesday through Wednesday. And then I know it's a little bit beyond this briefing period, but let me highlight this low pressure system right here, this system here. It's also going to track to the east. So we'll be looking at that for the latter half of next week. So we could be in for a more wet weather during the latter half of next week. So, it's kind of a busy weather period here. So that's the pattern here. Again, focusing on the individual details, the severe thunderstorm potential for the next 3 days. We have none today and Friday, dry weather. And then as I elaborated, we can't rule out an isolated, and I bolded and underlined the word isolated, severe thunderstorm mainly from Raleigh north and eastward Saturday afternoon. All right, so isolated means limited in duration and or coverage and or intensity. So that green marginal risk means isolated, so nothing like we had this past Monday. All right. How much rainfall? Of course, again, dry today through Friday. That next chance for rain on Saturday will bring ½ inch or less rainfall amounts. And then rain chances increase again quickly Sunday through Monday with that low pressure system tracking by. I will point out on this graphic here, notice how the bulk of the rain is kind of along this axis right here, which is to our south mainly. So, and that too is where the severe thunderstorm risk would be greatest too, is the low pressure system is forecast to mainly, the low that is forecast to mainly stay to our south. So again, we'll be keeping an eye on that as well, and we'll update you as needed if there's any changes to that. And then dry weather Tuesday through Wednesday. So when we add up the 7-day total in the lower right, you can see we'll see anywhere from about a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. All right, so looking further down the road, this is the 8 to 14-day outlook, and this is valid the period the 23rd through the 29th, which would basically be the latter half of next week through the first half of that following week. So we're looking way down the road there. Looks like temperatures are going to tilt towards above normal, but also kind of wetter than normal. And that's that other storm system I pointed out during the middle of the week, next week, that will eventually track across the southeast. So that could bring another batch of heavy rain for the latter half of next week. All right. So I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to highlight for today's briefing. We're good shape today through Friday. Again, a little chilly with some patchy frost possible tonight. So be careful, bring in or cover up those sensitive plants. And then the next chance for rain will come on Saturday with that front, and an isolated severe storm can be rolled out mainly from Raleigh north and eastward Saturday afternoon. And then the next weather system of concern is that low pressure system tracking northeast across the Carolinas. Mainly, the low track is mainly to our south, so nevertheless, that may still bring heavy downpours to the area. And it looks right now like the best chance for severe storms would be mainly to our south. But again, we'll be emailing out updates as needed if things look like it's going to change. All right, and then dry again Tuesday through Wednesday. So the forecast there looks pretty good there at the bottom today and Friday, and it looks somewhat pessimistic there for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Looks like I said, of the two events there, Saturday and then early next week, I'm more concerned with that system early next week than I am on Saturday. Although, like I said, Saturday we can't roll out an isolated severe storm, again, mainly across the northeast part of the state. All right, so with that, I want to thank you for joining the weekly briefing for Central North Carolina for your Thursday update.